gentlemen. My name is Pius Odhiambo, and I am the founder and vision bearer of KISWATE Tekelezi. I was born, raised, and received my early education in Western Kenya, in the east coast of Africa. I've changed my profession 4 times. I started working as a granaries stroke papyrus craftsman, a trade I inherited from my late grandfather. Later, after receiving my high school education, I got a job in the hotel industry in Nairobi, courtesy of my cousin who adopted me and trained me as a cook. I had to abandon this trade halfway when I was admitted to Kenyatta University to train as a physics teacher. A couple of years ago, I left teaching and started working as a data engineer. Very soon, I will be retiring peacefully to start working as a social entrepreneur. Social entrepreneurship is an approach by individuals, groups, startup companies, or entrepreneurs in which they develop, fund, and implement solutions to social, cultural, or environmental issues.
The KISWATE Digital Academy app intends to address the following issues in the Kenyan educational system. Number 1, to reduce the cost of textbooks from an average of 1,500 shillings per textbook to 100 shillings per textbook in the senior secondary school. Number 2, to reduce teacher shortages by at least 25% at no additional cost to the government.
Thirdly, is to give an opportunity to students who cannot attend school due to unavoidable circumstances like sicknesses, pandemic like COVID-19, school strikes, natural calamities, etc., to continue learning at home without disruption of the school calendar. And fourthly, to give an opportunity to TSC registered teachers employed by TSC to work for one or more additional schools at an extra pay during those days not taken up by their TSC job. For example, evening hours, public holidays, and weekends at no additional cost to the government. The innovative app intends to bring on board all willing stakeholders in the education sector to assure the Kenyan child in grades 10, 11, and 12 zero chance to error while implementing the CBC curriculum.
I'm the KDA software engineer, the software engineer at KISWATE Digital Academy. And I'm going to be working with the team that is going to be developing the KISWATE Digital Academy application and website. So I'm just going to take you through the introduction and a little bit on the overview and some of the features that are going to be present in the KISWATE Digital Academy application. So while coming up with this idea and this concept, our main objectives were to develop a digital school that will offer the CBC curriculum, that will assist in the smooth transition of the CBC curriculum in grades 10, 11, and 12, to make available a dynamic digital textbook for all the thematic areas in grades 10, 11, and 12. And this has been talked about over and over again in a couple of the meetings that have been joining, the ones that have been chaired by our team leader. And to reduce the cost of books in grade 10, 11, and 12 by a significant percentage, to also reduce the teacher shortages by at least 25% at no additional cost to the government, because most of the work that you're going to be doing is going to be online. And working online basically means that you can work remotely from anywhere. So since most of the challenges that the government has been facing by in the teacher shortages area was because there are no teachers that could, or maybe the schools were inaccessible or the teachers were not available. So this application is going to do away with that challenge by ensuring that most of the teachers work remotely and they can have access to the schools from anywhere, hence the reduction in teacher shortages. And this application would also give an opportunity to students who cannot attend schools due to unavoidable circumstances like sickness, pandemic, like when we had the COVID-19 school strikes, natural calamities, such as floods, to continue learning in their homes without the disruption of the school calendar. Previously and also currently, we have situations where students are being forced to repeat their classes or stop school altogether because of circumstances like sickness or maybe loss of a parent, or maybe just any circumstance that can force the student to drop out of school or discontinue school, making them to repeat a class. So this application is going to deal with that problem significantly, if not completely. And the other objective was to give TSC registered teachers the opportunity to work for more than one school at an extra pay during the hours that are not taken up by their primary job. TSC registered teachers, typically they work, they have physical schools where they report to for work, but they do not work throughout the entire day. I have to believe that not all teachers work like continuously from 8 to 4 or from 8 to 5. They usually have those couple of hours in between where they either don't have classes or they're just not doing anything. So within those hours when they don't have classes currently at their primary school, at their primary jobs, they are going to be able to have the opportunity to work remotely in the other schools and have an extra income. So the KDA website, it's going to be a website and it's also going to be an application. It's going to be accessible on both iOS and Android devices, and it's also going to be a website, so you could also access it on the internet. It's going to be an app, meaning you can download it from Play Store, just like the other apps that we are currently using, like WhatsApp and the other apps. And some of the core features are going to be, we're going to have user roles, which includes students, teachers, KISWATE staff, parents, and other stakeholders. This means that these are the people who are going to be able to access the KISWATE Digital Academy applications. And we are going to have the resources upload. This is a feature where where the teachers are going to be able to upload the dynamic digital textbooks that I talked about earlier. And they're going to be available in form of text, audio, and also video format. And we're going to have a progress dashboard where we are going to be able to track the attendance, academics, and user data. If a user has to log in to use the application, their data is going to be stored within the application so that the next time they log in, they don't have to sign up to use the app again. And then we have we are going to have notifications, automated reminders for submissions for students, teachers, and parents. And we're also going to have reports where teachers are able to generate schemes of work, lesson plans, records of work, tests, quizzes, and mark sheets when details are entered into the systems or when topics are selected from the syllabus. If a student wants to learn a certain topic in, let's say, grade 10, they are going to be able to enter that particular topic in the app, and it's automatically going to generate whatever the student needs. If the student wanted tests on that topic, the student is going to get tests. If the student wanted quickfire quizzes on that particular topic, the student is going to get quickfire quizzes on that particular topic. And we're going to use artificial intelligence and machine learning to integrate this particular feature. And we're also going to have out of class participation, where we're going to have the registration of talent show and extra curricular activities within this particular app. If a school wants to host a talent show of this, if a school has a ceremony where there's a couple of extracurricular activities, they're going to be able to register that event or that particular talent show in this app. And they're also going to be able to upload videos so that other schools and other parents and stakeholders are able to view what is going on within that particular event. And under the user roles, when I mentioned they're going to be we are going to have students, teachers, parents, and other stakeholders. So how will the students be able to use this app apart from the other reasons that I've mentioned? The students will be able to buy the KDA Dynamic Digital Textbook, the one that the teachers are going to be able to write in form of texts, audio, and also video, in form of Bamba 100, Bamba 80, Bamba 50, Bamba 40, and Bamba 25, and Bamba 10. This means that the student is going to be able to get these reading materials or reading resources on a subscription basis. And how do they subscribe to these reading materials? They are going to be able to buy. They're going to be able to buy via Bamba 100, Bamba 80, Bamba 50, Bamba 40, Bamba 25, or Bamba 10. If a student wanted a resource worth, let's say you wanted to access the learning resources for 24 hours, you'd have to buy a specific credit card to use. And once that credit card runs out, for the student to continue accessing these resources, the student will have to renew or purchase the credit card and enter into the system and then access the resources again. And for the teachers, we are going to give TSA registered teachers the opportunity to work for more than one school at an extra pay during the hours not taken up by their primary job. And the teachers should be able to generate streams of work, marking scheme, attendance record, etc. And they're going to have that feature embedded in the app so that it's going to be easier for the teachers to generate the schemes of work, marking scheme, quizzes, tests, and the attendance records. The teachers there's also going to be a digital registry feature where the teachers are going to be able to, you see the way the teachers take the physical attendance in class. So they're going to be able to do that online, and this digital registry, it's going to be accessible to the class teacher, to the principal, to the teacher on duty, and to the head cook. And the head cook is going to be able to have this feature because we get in most cases where once the head cook usually prepares, let's say, lunch, or if it's supper for boarding schools, they prepare food according to a fixed number of students. But that is not usually the case. There are students who are usually not in school because of sickness or unavoidable circumstances. So once the head cook has a specific number of students in attendance after they have accessed the digital register, and they know that we have this particular number of students in school, they are able to cook food that is going to be enough for that particular number. And that is going to lead to, it's going to do away with the food wastage in schools. So the students are not going to be, they're not going to have to spend more money than they should have to spend on the food. And principals and class teachers should be able to monitor the progress of the students via the attendance record, and also the results they get when they do the tests and the quizzes that are being generated by artificial intelligence and the teachers. So this basically, it's a digital platform, and the design is going to be user friendly. I will send once our team has finished designing the user interface, we're going to share a prototype where we're going to get feedback from various teachers and various stakeholders on what should be changed and what should be retained in the design, and then you're going to proceed to the development phase. And it is going to be mobile compatible in the sense that it's going to be accessible by iPhones and iOS and Android devices all at the same time. And there's also going to be a website. And you're going to, under the functionality, you're going to have seamless video uploads. You're going to have real-time progress updates. Once a student has done a test and it has been marked by a teacher or by the system, the student is supposed to get a real-time update. They're supposed to receive their results almost immediately, if not within a really short period of time. And then you're going to have secure login for different user roles. This means that there's going to be we are going to have tight security within the app, within the application and the website, such that once a student has created an account and they have logged in into the account, no one can come and try to log into the same account of the same student. No student can log into another student's account. That is what we mean by secure login for different user roles. Each and every student are going to have their separate accounts, and it's going to be very difficult for someone else to try to hack the students' accounts. And same for the students, it's going to be very difficult or literally impossible for the students to try to hack the teachers' accounts or the stakeholders' accounts, and vice versa. And we're going to have WhatsApp or Telegram integration. When we are talking about the seamless video uploads, we were talking about uploading the videos via WhatsApp and Telegram. So we're going to have a feature embedded within the app where the users, which are the teachers, students, stakeholders, and parents, are able to upload videos either using WhatsApp or Telegram. And the purpose of this is to facilitate easy video submissions and to ensure accessibility for all students. So as students will submit videos to a designated WhatsApp number, and the teachers are going to verify and upload the digital text, audio, and video to the website or to the application. And you're going to have an evaluation and feedback system where under the evaluation system, the technical experts and consultants should be able to log in and evaluate resources if they meet a certain threshold. And the technical experts are basically, they are like the software engineers and some of the consultants that we have in this organization. So maybe if there's a problem and something, or just something that needs to be checked out, they are going to be able to log into the system and check it out and have it fixed. And we're also going to have industry regulators, such as experts from the KICD or the Ministry of Education, where they are able to log in and review our progress and also make recommendations if they are necessary. And we're also going to have teachers who are going to review the monthly submissions by students, and the performance reports are going to be accessible to all stakeholders, including the parents. We're also going to have a feedback mechanism where we get weekly feedback from the stakeholders. They're going to be able to review the app, the things that the students are learning, and whatever the dynamic textbooks that are being posted by the teachers. And then they're going to be giving us weekly feedback so that we know when they're going to be giving us feedback in form of recommendation so that we know if we need to change something or we need to keep everything as it is. And we're also going to have timely evaluation reports from the experts such as people from the KICD or experts from the Ministry of Education of Kenya. So the implementation plan of this project had already started. We had the first phase, which is almost coming to an end. We have been planning this project from June 1st. We have been gathering requirements and designing the user interface and specifying the features that you want for this application. That is what we have been doing since June 1st. And now we are about to enter into the development phase, where we're going to have the website and the application development and the integration of the WhatsApp. Then after that, after January 15th, probably from January 16th, we are going to move on with the testing and training. We're going to do a pilot test that we are going to select one school and we will do a pilot test. And if everything works according to plan, if everything works according to the way that we want it to work out, we are going to launch the we're going to launch the project, the fully finished project, at a date that is going to be communicated. And then from there, after we launch the project, you are going to have a couple of months extending to maybe a year, where we are going to be monitoring the app and the website on how it is, on its performance. If there's an issue where the app crashes or the website crashes, we are going to be able to fix that within this period of monitoring, during this monitoring period. And the benefit, this app has a couple of benefits, the app and the website. For students, you're going to provide an opportunity to students who cannot attend school due to unavoidable circumstances, like sickness, pandemics, school strikes, natural calamities, to continue learning in their homes without disruption of the school calendar. For these students, learning doesn't have to stop despite the situation that they get themselves in, even if it is something that is as self-inflicted as strikes or something that is out of their control, like schools burning or the pandemic or sickness. That doesn't mean that school has to stop for them or school has to be paused for them. They can always continue their learning process at home. And when they get back to school, when they get the opportunity to come back to school, they'll still be at the same level as the other students who have also been going to school. And it is also going to give a special opportunity to the students who are homeschooled to get a glimpse of what it is like to learn with the other students. And we're also going to have enhanced academic and extracurricular engagement, like I mentioned in the feature, in the out of class registration feature, where we get to register various talent shows and various extracurricular activities. And we also get reduced textbook prices. So for the parents, they are on top of worrying about how they're going to get money for paying how they're going to get money to pay for the school fees, which is an issue that is in the current education system, the way the school fee is being inflated time and time again. So they won't also have to worry about how much the textbooks are going to cost, because the textbook prices are going to be reduced by a significant costs. And for the teachers, they're going to have a streamlined monitoring and feedback. It's going to be easier for them to monitor the progress of the students and give feedback. If they have a specific student who they want to check their progress, they're going to be able to do that easily without any hiccups. And they're going to have a better communication with students through the monitoring and giving feedback. And they're also going to have the opportunity to work for more than one school at an extra pay during the hours that they're not taken up by their primary job. And for KISWATE, we're going to have an efficient scholarship management. It's going to be basically the details are going to be in the app, and we are going to be able to monitor the students that are being sponsored by KISWATE easily without any hiccups. And there's going to be comprehensive progress tracking, because we are usually continuously tracking the progress of the students that we sponsor. They have to attain a certain grade and above to continue to be sponsored by KISWATE. So we're going to be able to monitor that. If a student goes below that certain pass mark, we're going to be notified almost immediately once they have updated their results. And in conclusion, the proposed application is going to be an additional player in the implementation of the CBC curriculum, where students will not only have access to the physical school, they will also have access to a digital school, which is the KISWATE Digital Academy, and it will facilitate communication, progress tracking, and ensure students meet their scholarship requirements, as well as the requirements that have been set for them by their schools and their parents. And the application will be funded by a yearly subscription fee, to be paid by the participating schools and the students. The funding model includes a yearly subscription, which makes it easy for the school to come up with the money throughout the entire school year. And the rates are affordable to ensure sustainability within the schools and within the organization as well. And there's a value addition, which is a high return on investment for the school and the stakeholders. And that brings me to the